Before I went to Cross Assembly, I didn't go to church anywhere. I was agnostic/deist. I grew up with a foundational belief in God, but my parents never went to church or never took me to church. That belief never matured into how a man should view God. It was always an adolescent view of God, and that adolescent view only took me so far. Being an agnostic was a lifestyle for me. All of my friends were the same way. I totally rejected Christ. I rejected everything that the church had to offer. I did not believe in miracles. I believed that that was stories in a book. Science was my God for a long time, and once COVID became a thing and a lot of scientists saying things that I simply couldn't agree with anymore or believe to be true, everything started unraveling for me. My belief system had fallen out from under me, and I was looking for answers. And I was also looking for guidance. I was in a state of confusion. For me, these feelings originated from the broken home that I grew up in. I had a father in my home, but he was an absentee father. It's difficult for a mom to raise a man, and I needed that father figure. I was looking for someone or something to fill that void of father that I didn't have. I related greatly to the God of the Old Testament. I loved the way that he fathered people. He was gracious. He was also aggressive when he needed to be. That appealed to my lack of a father in my life. It gave me boundaries and guidance to work off of. Masculine men have become more rare these days, and certainly with my mother, I didn't see any of these attributes. But with the God of the Old Testament, I did. And it started giving me a map of how I can manage my household and live with my wife and love my children. It gave me something to base it off of that I didn't have before. I went on a personal journey. I started journaling. I didn't tell my wife. I didn't tell anybody. There was no soul on earth that knew that I was even doubting. My mindset was I'm going to knock at the door. I'm going to keep knocking till someone answers. And whoever answers is who I'm going to follow. It was very clear as I went on this journey that it was Jesus who was answering this calling for me. August 2021, I committed my life to God. Since I got saved and have been attending Cross, I've started doing family Bible studies. Me, my wife, and my 2 daughters. My daughter has asked God to come into her heart. What I needed was a roadmap, and if I had that roadmap, I could follow it. With God, I have that roadmap, so I feel like I know what the next step is to lead my family. My wife would say I'm a completely different person. She would say it's been a 180.